Good morning, friends, colleagues. It's Thursday morning. Morning musings. Let's do this. All right, so yesterday we talked about self-actualization, becoming the best version of yourself, and how that's the natural inheritance of this life. I want to kind of go back to the beginning. So maybe you are recently licensed. Maybe you're thinking about getting your real estate license. So if you are, congratulations. I want to take you guys back to some of my failings and ultimate breakthroughs when I first got licensed back in 2012. So I think one thing to be mindful of is, get through the test. It's just the test. That's how you get your license. Really, much of what you learn in the test is not going to be applicable to this business. And when I talk to a lot of agents, a lot of times they say, I want to get into the business because I want to help people. And I think that's a very admirable thing. That's really one of the main reasons that I wanted to get into the business. I think the reality kind of hits you pretty quick when you get into the business that not everybody wants to be helped. There are certainly enough people and ample people that do want to be helped, which is the beautiful part of the business. And the encouragement of today's call is that you are not just becoming a real estate agent or a real estate professional, you are also entering the sales business. So we need to have the mindset of a salesperson. And what does a salesperson do every day? Well, a salesperson should practice what they're going to say. A salesperson should practice grit. And what I mean by that is that you're going to have to get really comfortable with rejection. And really comfortable with hearing no. Because at the end of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 no's could be a yes that changes the trajectory of your entire career. So we need to be treating real estate as the sales business that it is. So we need to work on our skills. We need to be comfortable with rejection. And we need to start to become familiar with the objections of the market. So what I mean by that is every market is different. And yet in every market, buyers and sellers are going to have certain objections. So we should become familiar with what those things are, and we should be comfortable having those conversations. And a great rule of thumb, and you guys can practice this with your families, this works well on your kids and perhaps on your spouse or partner, and that is you're going to repeat, approve, and ask another question. So, for example, if a buyer says to you, hey, the interest rates are too high, instead of telling them, yeah, they're high, and historically they're just slightly above the average historical rate over the last 40 years, and doesn't that make sense? You just kind of told them something that perhaps they weren't ready to hear. So an alternative would be, you could say, I understand you feel like rates are high, and I can totally appreciate where you're coming from. I'm curious, what concerns you the most about the interest rate environment that we're in? And then just let them tell you more. Because it's not about interest rates, it's really about affordability. So the lesson of the day is, prepare yourself for a life of sales. Real estate is a beautiful thing, and the path that you chose gives you ample opportunities to help people in the most beautiful way possible, to get them on the journey of home ownership and all the wealth opportunities that creates. And just be mindful and be pragmatic. You're also entering the sales business. So I hope this is helpful, guys. Make it a great day. Live the life you imagine.